I'm Daniel, and I have some tips for you on how to handle a mistake in your grade. Sometimes, even the best of us mess up, and that's why we have erasers and backspace keys, so we can fix these inevitable errors. But when a professor's mistake has affected your grade and you need to bring it to that prof's attention, well, it can be a tricky situation. Avoiding the problem is the worst thing you can do. Luckily, there are 2 positive steps you can take to deal with it. The first step is to identify the source of the error and prepare an explanation of your case. If it's a mathematical error, go back to the syllabus and your notes to check on how grades are determined, and then recalculate the math. If it's an error in judgment, like you think you deserved an A and your professor gave you a B, think about the reasons that brought you to this conclusion, so you can be prepared when you meet with your professor. You'll need to provide as much factual information as you can. The second step is to talk to your professor. Contact them by either email or phone to schedule an appointment. If an appointment in person isn't possible, use Skype or a similar service. It's better to talk face-to-face when there's a good chance of miscommunication. However, if these options are not available to either you or the professor, use email as a last resort. Once you have a chance to talk, point out the discrepancy between the grade you received and the grade you believe you should have received. This is where your prepared explanation comes in handy. Now, stay respectful and calm. This is crucial. State the problem and your reasoning. Then sit back and just listen. Really listen. Even if you don't like the reply, take a deep breath and repeat the professor's reply before you get defensive. This is just a way to be sure that you've understood it. If you feel the prof missed your point, explain one more time calmly. If that gets no results, end the conversation. Once you get home, take some notes on what happened and be sure to date them. There are other steps you can try. If you believe you may have been treated arbitrarily, unfairly, or with prejudice, contact the Ombuds for Undergraduate Studies at us.tamu.edu for help. Also, see Student Rule 57 for the procedures on appealing a grade. You may get the mistake fixed, or you may realize there was no mistake after all. Either way, you've done your best and you've made your views heard. And at the end of the day, that's always a good thing.